one, and then um, I want to get you on with Jared Keys after the Savannah Pro. So maybe this coming Sunday or the following weekend.
I think I'm not gonna do it.
No?
No, because money.
Oh, you didn't want to do the Savannah Pro?
Yeah, it's too expensive, dude. You got to fly there,
Yeah.
and there's no direct flights. That sucks. And
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
I don't know. I
How big
mean,
was the how big's the purse there? Classic.
three and a half. So
For the winner?
2,000 for the winner, I think.
Oh gosh, yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
that might cover the food and the flight for the week. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? Let me just check Priceline just for fun.
Oh yeah. What do we do, man? Like what do the athletes or what do the promoters do to get these prize purses bigger? There's so many, especially classic. You know, classic
Yeah,
men's physique, women's bikini.
I don't know. They don't. They're really bad at getting sponsors
Yeah. You think that's
because
mostly it is the sponsors?
like there's a minimum price
Yep.
money, right? And almost every show has just the minimum.
Hmm.
I think 3,500 is the minimum. And look at all the prize money.
Yeah.
It's all 3,500.
For each division, that's the minimum.
No. I think it's. I don't know if it differs by division. It could be.
Yeah.
It could be. I mean, I just know about classic. I don't look at the other divisions, but
That's fair.
I think in the open it might be a little more.
Yeah.
I'm not, but I'm not 100% sure.
Hmm. So you think it's the sponsors? You know, that's what's mainly affecting the prize money.
Yeah, and I mean, the promoters can also put some money in, but they want to just make money. I feel.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, to be honest, because I mean, it depends highly on the show. I've been to shows where it's like sold out, and I bet they make a lot of money. And there's other shows I was at, I was competing at, and there was like no one watching, like no one came.
Hmm.
And usually there's amateur shows too,
Yep.
so that determines a lot how much money they're going to make. So if the amateur shows are huge and there's a bunch of crossovers, they make so much money with the crossovers.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
the backstage passes are gotten so expensive.
That's what I've heard.
Uh,
I was
yeah,
talking with oh, who is it? One of the Canadian guys. He was talking about how he did a backstage for one of his coach or for one of his clients, and he had to pay like $500 for a
yeah,
national level backstage.
yeah. It's nuts, right? Yeah,
Monster.
yeah. I don't know.
Uh,
What's cool is in the pro shows when you're a pro, most of the times, maybe every time even, from what I can remember, it was probably every time you got one free ticket at least. So if you have someone uh, um, accompanying you, you like at least that person gets in
okay.
free.
You get at least a plus one.
Mhm. Oh, so if I would book today, I don't know where this hotel is. The first one that shows up from Thursday to Sunday with flights would be $900.
Mm.
That's pretty cheap, I would say, for flights that
Oh, flight
far
and
with
hotel?
hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that was Priceline, and I think I got a 10% discount code.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah,
Discount code Leo.
I think my trip 10. I
Yeah.
think when yeah, it's just when you book over Priceline for the next like a certain amount, you get 10% for the next trip or so.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, but that was without tax, so it's probably 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
I mean,
expensive because you got to
yeah,
think the flights, getting there, and then the hotel fees. And then you
tanning.
start talking about like tanning, food, supplementation, like all that stuff. It's
Yeah,
I can't even imagine how much money that is.
yeah. So this show, this past show, I was doing that, and then I wanted to determine if I do the next weekend. And as it didn't go well, I was like, nah, I'm not gonna fly there. Um, so I got one show reimbursed. So I got my home show reimbursed, which is very nice of me. So I
Yeah.
don't make my sponsor pay that much. Um, but I stayed 2 nights because I would have had to check out too early.
Okay.
So, like in between, if you have to check out in between prejudging and finals, that's pretty annoying. And
Mhm.
when the show's over at 8 and you can't go back to the hotel and drive home.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
So yeah, so I was there 2 nights. But yeah, the show was like I was my very best. I was the most conditioned in the show of what everyone told me. Like,
Mhm.
and I'm not talking about people that are my friends or my fans,
Yeah.
just random people or people that sat behind my friends and they were listening when I came out. So I don't know why I did play so badly, especially when I'm like almost 10 pounds up in stage weight.
Mhm.
And some of these guys I beat at the same show last year when I was way worse.
Yeah.
And I don't think anyone like improved as much as I did. I'm pretty sure they didn't. So I have no clue what's going on there. Um,
Yeah. Well,
but
just for
yeah,
comparison, I'll put it up on the screen for everyone. Um, I was wondering, and I was trying to figure out like what's going on with the judging at that show, just in general, because
uh,
you came in really sharp and you placed eighth, and then there was another
ninth.
ninth. Oh, ninth.
I think I was ninth. I didn't see the scorecards, and there's also no comparison shots. I couldn't find any comparison shot besides one lineup where I wasn't even in the post, but I think I still look better. I still look better than the other guys, but I wasn't even in the post. I hadn't sucked my stomach in,
Oh,
but
geez.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely brought the conditioning.
Yeah, I don't know.
What kind of feedback did the judges give you?
Uh, so I just asked Tamer, and I got to say before when I was on stage, I looked at Tamer all the time. I looked at the other judges. They
Uh-huh.
didn't look at me a single second. Not a single second. I had like anyone looked at me, and he came backstage and said, "Yeah, your legs have to grow, and your inner upper pec."
Hmm.
Okay, yeah, but I mean, if my legs have to grow, then a lot of legs have to grow
Yeah.
because I feel my legs have to grow. That's right, but I don't think my legs were that much behind
Yeah.
anyone besides Petrov who won. He's like huge legs,
Yeah. Yeah.
but the other guy had huge legs, and uh, and I had many other assets that were better than from other guys, like my structure, like my muscle quality, my insertions,
Hmm.
my back. Like I don't know. Yeah,
Hmm. You think just the judges just didn't give you a good look?
I maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
No idea.
Okay.
No idea what's the case there. But I feel like yeah, I'll continue and do better because like not every judge can like misjudge
Right.
me.
Right. Right. Right.
Like I had better placings last year, and I beat some like a lot of guys, and I'm like, and I was so much worse last year.
Hmm.
I don't know what the hell. And like at Gold's Gym, the guys like Rico who trained with Flex Wheeler, his training partner, Pedro Baron, Sylvia Samuel, they all come up to me and tell me how great I look, and then I'll get like ninth out of 10.
Yeah. Interesting. So, what's the plan now after the Southwest Classic?
So I think I'm gonna do the Legion,
Yes. Okay.
um, and there's a bunch of shows. There's because I think until then I can save up some money.
Yeah.
So there's the Legion. There is a show in Florida, St. Petersburg.
Okay.
Um, I might be able to go to Justin Compton, stay with him.
Okay.
Not
Nice.
he's not too far. Or maybe someone from Blackstone because They're all
Yep.
in Tampa.
Yeah, they're all in
Like
Florida. Yeah.
around there, so that's cool. Then I have then there's a show in Baltimore
Really?
and a show in San Antonio. Baltimore would be cool because I know Kevin Levrone.
Oh wow.
I worked at his booth for like 3 years in a row at the FIBO in Germany. So
Nice.
that he never seen me compete. That'd be so cool
Yeah.
if Kevin would see me compete. So I actually have to go to Baltimore.
Yeah.
Um,
Find a
yeah.
posing room for him to so you guys can get some pictures of him
Oh
watching you.
yeah, man. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
One time when I posed for Steve Weinberger at Best Gym, I was like in really good shape. I was like skinnier than now, but good
Uh
enough to win overalls. And for me, like the most epic thing, Steve Weinberger was looking at me. I was an amateur,
yeah.
and my friend forgot to press the record button and just took one picture.
Ah, that
And
hurts.
oh, that hurt.
Yeah.
That hurt. And yeah, but like I do bodybuilding not only for the placings. Of course, like my end goal is going to be to one day be at the on the Olympia stage. But at the end of the day, like I'm going to continue no matter what because I just love the process.
Mhm.
I'm very chill. I'm not anxious or anything when I'm dieting. I've done
Yeah.
so many like I've done 28 shows. That was my 28th show.
Wow.
I'm so relaxed, and like I'm always the same too. I'm not aggressive or anything. Like there was a guy backstage, another competitor. He was like so aggressive. Like I
Mm.
like so he took I warmed up with a band from Petrov. I
Yeah.
asked him, and then I turn around, the band's going. And the other guy is warming up with it. I'm like, hey, I'm sorry, that's his band. I was warming up with him with it. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? Like, totally pissed. And then
Yikes.
on stage, he's next to me, and I see he's sweating a little, and the lady comes and helps him with some tissues.
Yep.
And I try to help him. I say, like, look, here's a little bit. Like, you might want to do that. He's like, I don't need your help. I'm like, sorry, bro. I was just trying to be nice and help you a little bit. He's like,
Interesting.
I don't need your help. So aggressive. Uh,
Jeez.
uh, yeah, I'm always relaxed. Sometimes I help people. And I'm like, ah, I shouldn't have actually done that. I help my
Mhm.
competition, but you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
if you win because of someone making a mistake, it's not an honest win.
Yeah. If you don't win against other people at their best, like, you know, I don't know. I don't think that feels the same.
Yeah, I mean, if they're not at their best, it's their own fault. But if it's like a little mistake, like that could have been easily prevented, and they lose because of that. I mean, if like I always also see it that way that if I help a person a little bit out, and that's the only reason they beat me, I wasn't good enough,
Yeah.
to be honest, right? If the only reason the other guy beats me is that his tan is like a little better because I helped him wipe something off,
Mhm.
then I didn't do enough.
Yeah. Yeah. If you have to mark it up to
Yeah,
just that's such a small thing. I mean, that's
yeah, yeah.
as my wife hates when I say it, that's not it.
Yeah.
Not it. Hmm. So you train out of Golds.
Yeah, I'm in Santa Monica, and
Yeah.
Gold's just like a mile away. So
How
I
what is
always
it
train there.
like? What is it like training out of there day in, day out?
Um, lately I've been going in the mornings very early,
Hmm.
so it's more empty, and you don't have to wait for any machine or so. Now I've been training. Now I started training with Brett Rowe and Thomas Connolly. Um, Thomas is also going to do a show. We'll see which one.
Okay.
Um, and yeah, it's uh, it's not as it was. And there's like when you come later, it's like a 24-hour fitness, dude. It's like LA
Really?
Fitness. People don't know what the fuck they're doing. I have no idea what they're doing. Like you're at the mecca of bodybuilding, there's people like doing all kinds of stupid nonsense, like you
Mhm.
see in any discounter. Uh, it's a little sad, and also like I still love it, and the atmosphere is still kind of cool. It's gold. You look at the walls and everything, but they
Yeah.
started exchanging machines with this new German manufacturer because it's a German company that took over everything.
Oh, okay.
And honestly, it's called Gym 80.
Hmm.
And in the 80s and 90s, Gym 80 had good stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's like I'm like thinking like, who did you work with to come up with those machines?
Wow.
Like like it's like a few engineers that never worked out. Like
Uh,
the machines are really not good, really not good. Like Arsenal Strength, Prime Fitness. There's so much Nautilus.
yep.
What? There's so many good machines, and yeah,
And they decided to go with
they,
that brand.
yeah. I just hope. Yeah, I think they own part of it, and that's the
Okay.
deal. And now all the goals, all the franchises are exclusively Gym 80,
Oh,
unless they like don't exchange. But if new
yeah.
stuff comes in or they build a new one, it's going to be exclusively that. And there's, I mean, some machines are okay, you know,
Yeah.
but I don't know. I wouldn't want to go with okay as Gold's Gym.
No, I mean, like you said, it's the mecca of bodybuilding. Like you need to
Yeah,
have that's the one of all the places in the world for to have bodybuilding equipment. I feel like Gold's Venice is the place where you don't have to have matching brands, matching colors. Like you need to have the best of the best. It doesn't have to be uniform.
yeah. The good thing is we still have a lot of good stuff.
Mhm.
But what happens if it breaks and
Yep.
they can't like fix it? They're going to replace it with
Junk.
yeah, Gym 80 stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, unless maybe there's some machines that Gym 80 doesn't even have. I don't know. When I mean they have like 4, 5 different leg presses.
Yeah.
So if Gym 80 only has 2 different leg presses,
Yep.
are they just double? Or will they go still and
Right.
say like, okay, let's have a bigger variety and keep some manufacturers in. I also, by the way, I love Cybex. We don't have much Cybex, I think, though.
Yeah.
A little
Cybex is
bit.
good.
It's always yeah.
What's that Italian brand?
Mm.
I can't remember what it's called, but like they have like really nice padding.
You mean the one that John De La Rosa has at this gym?
It might be him. Yeah, I
He took.
know Juji also has the same brand.
Yeah, I just talked to him and he said he has this Italian brand, but
I think
I
it
forgot
starts
the
with like
name.
V or something. I don't know. Somebody let us know down below. I'm sure somebody
Yeah,
knows. Or somebody can
yeah.
Google it.
Comments always good.
Yeah, yeah, always.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Um so you're training at Venice. What's run us through what your week looks like for training, like training philosophy, training frequency.
So for this contest, I barely did any cardio.
Okay.
Because like when I do too much cardio, my legs tend to fade.
Yep.
And I was a road cyclist before. Even did
Oh, really?
some.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah, I did professional stage races too,
Wow.
and um, maybe I switched too many muscle fibers. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I can't do too much cardio, so I train twice a day most of the days, besides on the leg days.
Wow.
So I train chest and tricep in the morning. Later, and I always try to take a nap in between. Later, I
Mhm.
would do shoulders. Then next day, I'll do back, and then in the evening, I do some accessories like um, calves and abs and maybe little traps because I always
Mhm.
forget to train my traps
Yeah.
when I do
Most
back.
people do.
Um, yeah, or most people don't know how to train back, so they train traps all the time.
That's probably me. Yep.
Shrugging everything.
Yep.
And and then the next day would be arms in the morning and shoulders again at night.
Mhm.
Shoulder sessions are quick, like 30-40 minutes.
Yeah.
And always like a little posing here or there, or some calves in between.
Okay.
And then on the leg day, I'd only do legs, but that training is like longer anyways.
Yeah.
But I couldn't, if I only do quads and then do hamstrings at night or so, I would feel too drained.
Yeah.
If I do it in one run, it's better. If I train
Yeah.
that long,
You just it's so taxing, a good leg day.
yeah. And I'm in it already, so then But
Yep.
if you finish with quads, and then like later in the day you be like, okay, now for hams.
Sounds
Ooh,
terrible.
yeah. So yeah, that was my schedule, and now I try to do push pull legs
Yep.
if I can keep up with the recovery. So I would lower my volume on my upper body. So push pull is like not much,
Okay.
and all in for legs.
Mm.
So I try to keep my capacity, my recovery capacity, all for my legs, and
Okay.
my nutrient supply, so I don't break down too hard my upper body, and then try to, yeah, push the nutrients, everything towards the legs. That's the idea. Let's see how it works. Maybe I gotta put in another arm day again because I won't recover fast enough.
Hmm.
We'll have to see. Yeah. So
Hmm.
my philosophy is basically I always try to get stronger. So I have certain movements where I train for strength. So I would
Yeah.
do like high intensity sets, like a top set and a back off set in the beginning of the workout for the movements I want to get stronger at. So maybe like incline bench and whatever. Let's just say something, squats and bend over rows.
Sure.
And then later in the workout, I don't train as heavy anymore. More reps, more squeeze, more feel, some techniques.
Right.
Maybe depends on how the day went.
Hmm.
So how much techniques I implement, or how much drop sets, or yeah, I go by feel for that. But yeah, first it's more strength, and then it's more hypertrophy.
Hmm.
And but I always like, I never just move weight. So I have the same mind muscle connection, the same feeling, uh, if I'm at my heaviest or my lowest
Right.
um, weight that I use for an exercise. As soon as I lose my mind muscle connection, the weight's too heavy,
Yep.
and the movements look easy. Like
They should. Yeah.
when you see me train, you think it's easy, but it's hard. It's
Well, it's because you're
form
you're you're
on
focusing on
point.
the form. Yeah.
At,
You're focusing on the
yeah,
contractions. Yeah.
yeah. There's it's like I'm a machine, and there's only one way to move.
Yep.
Like there's not, like, if I can't get the weight up with the form I'm using, I'm stopping and I'll somehow drop it, or you
Right.
know, it's not like somehow I'm like, no.
Well, there's no point. Like you're not progressing by doing those like half reps and the bad forms and the cheat reps. Like that's how you get injured. Especially, I mean,
Yeah,
even at the pro level, like you are, like, you guys are still training uh efficiently. You're being very intentional and methodical with your movements. So at the amateur level, you need to apply the same fundamentals. And don't
yeah. I
chase, like you
mean,
said, don't chase the weight, don't chase the reps.
everyone should train like a pro when they're an amateur to become a pro.
Exactly.
You need to be a pro. You need to be a pro before you get the card.
Right.
I mean, unless you're like some Flex Wheeler or some Paul Dillette, and you
Yep.
can just whatever.
Or
But
branch.
that's not too many people. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I bet somehow Branch still had a great mind muscle connection, although it looks
Somehow.
not
Yep.
good. Like, yeah, yeah.
I don't know how.
But he still trains that way.
Yeah, still. So it speaks validity to
Yeah.
however he's doing it.
He trains way lighter because he's
Mhm.
probably not as strong anymore. but he still trains the same way. I seen him train. I lived in Dallas for a half a year.
Okay.
Seen him train there at Destination, and still same way. Yeah.
Wow. That'd be pretty cool to see. What do you do for flexibility and mobility?
Oh, I stretch a little bit. I don't do
Just a
much.
little bit, not much.
Yeah, I'll just try to train every muscle equally,
Yeah.
and then the problems shouldn't occur actually. But I need to get more deep tissue massages.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask
Yeah,
next. Yep.
it's just unfortunately very expensive.
Yep.
But
Fish out in Cali.
yeah, that'd be nice. Yeah,
Yeah. I think
yeah.
I
I
used to
got
pay like
one.
$60 a pop back in the Midwest. So
Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, that's
yeah, I'm
double.
sure it's a lot out here. Yeah.
Yeah, and I have a guy that I refer to other people, and so he always gives me free minutes.
Oh,
But
nice.
he's too far away. I moved,
Oh,
so yeah. Unfortunately, yeah. I try to have him come over because he's so good.
mm,
I remember when I started getting massaged by him, he was like $65, and
yeah.
now he's like 115 or 120,
Yep.
and always booked. So he's really good. Yeah, and it's like it's horrible. It
Yep.
feels horrible,
Yeah.
but
Feels like
after
the
you're
skin's
like,
gonna rip in half.
oh, it's so bad. Like I'm like I sound like a wuss. Like I'm always like like
Uh-huh.
really like the whole session. But afterwards, I'm like so relieved and
Yeah.
so I feel so free. Yeah, and I mainly need him to do my legs. I think everything else is I don't need it that bad. Like it's cool, of course,
Oh.
but the legs is the most important thing. I feel
Hmm.
they need to be free in order to grow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Lot as much blood flow as possible.
yeah. And I mean, it depends. Like if your weakness is something else, then that should be what you focus on.
Hmm.
Uh, but afterwards, also your mind muscle connection is always elevated. You feel everything better.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But yeah,
Especially at like as soon as you finish that therapy session.
yeah.
Yeah.
So if people if you can afford it and you know a good massage therapist, I would recommend you to do it.
Yep. At least once. Um,
Yeah.
I would say for novice, if you could just go in there and have them work on your chest and try to like release that pec, because a lot of people, especially for me, like you get that glued pec where the pec just doesn't open
Mm,
up as much and there's not as much blood flow. So if you can just go in there and see if they can just work your pecs and your biceps insertions, and if you feel your chest blow up afterwards, try that out.
yeah, 100%. Yeah, a lot of people have problems with their posture, so for them, it's very crucial. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, posture too. Yeah, and you'd be surprised. Like, I go to PT for a lot of stuff. I have a bad shoulder. I have a bad leg. Um, one of the things I didn't know was, you can have bad posture because the muscles in your neck, I guess, connect to that top rib, like right here. Somehow it
Hmm.
connects through here. I had no idea, and I have a very tight. You'll see me do this a lot just to put it back because it
Hmm.
slouches really bad. Um, didn't even know that. So definitely listen to your body and listen to the pros.
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah, most of them. Yeah, find the right pros. Yep. Have your
Yeah,
uh have your little corral of influencers.
yeah. There's a lot of misinformation still about a lot of things. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. A lot of ego and stuff things as well.
especially when it comes to the coaching side,
Oh,
there's a lot
sure.
of people that do unnecessary things that are big strain on your body, like also like diuretics for a long time,
Ooh, yeah.
and way too harsh ones. Like I took nothing.
Yeah, for the Southwest.
Yeah, I
You don't
mean
need it
when
for the most part.
yeah, like when you're really shredded and you're not like sodium loading like with
Mhm.
soy sauce, then you'll be fine.
Yeah. I've never
Yeah.
heard that before. Yikes.
No, it was just a joke.
Yeah.
Um,
Good.
yeah, and I mean, I really have a great surrounding and setup here, so
Mhm.
I can really live the life 100%. I coach people online. Um, yeah, like some people I train in person, but not very often because I charge a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want my freedom, and being flexible, working online only. That's great. But and if someone wants to be trained in person, that's fine. But you got to pay the price,
Yep.
especially, dude. Like, and to be honest, in LA, there's so many personal trainers that don't know anything, and I can't charge less than them.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to charge according to your skills,
Yep.
and I have so much experience in train with and train like so good athletes in like since like 10 years, turn people pro.
Yep.
And why would I charge what some Joe Schmo
Yep. Some
who
schmuck.
who, who has like has done like one competition in men's physique and placed 100th
Yep.
and is now the next guru charges like you
Yeah.
know
Yeah. Know your worth.
I mean it might sound arrogant to some people, but
Nah.
yeah, know your worth.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like
Nothing wrong with
you
that.
don't,
Yeah.
you
I
don't
did
have to
personal training back in the day, so I get it.
undersell yourself. Yeah.
I remember I
Yeah.
used to do group classes for like moms during the day, and I charge
Yeah.
like $5 a person. It's nothing.
Wow. How
Yeah.
big were the groups?
Like 6 to 8 people.
Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
nothing.
nothing. So, but I lived in a town where the rent for a 4 bedroom house was like $500.
Okay, then that's a
Yeah. So I
different
think
animal.
I looked at pay stubs back in the day, and if I was making around like $1,800 a month, I was doing really well. I was
Okay.
living comfortable.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 1,800 doesn't do nothing out here.
No. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're in the Bay Area, right? You said.
Yeah, the Bay Area. Yep. Yep.
Oh Lord, that's even more expensive than here.
Oh, you think so?
I think.
I mean, yeah,
Pretty
most
much,
houses go for like 1 to like 1.5.
pretty much on par, but
Yeah.
still, like, I mean, San Francisco
That's
is
yeah, it's a killing
number
ground
one.
over there. Yeah. You can't get anything under like 1.5. And we're
Yeah.
talking just for like a 2 or 3 bedroom house. No
Yeah.
yard,
Yeah.
one garage.
Yeah, go to Idaho and get a mansion.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully the army keeps me out here a few more years so I can keep pocketing the money, and um, hopefully I can put a big down payment on a house. That'd be nice.
In 1 or 2 years, the market will be better.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So it's worth not buying now.
Yeah.
Totally. So
Yeah.
I'd rather wait.
If I would have bought a house right when I got here 2 years ago, and I think about, the army gives me like 3,600 a month to pay for housing. Like I just think about all the money that I could have had invested into a house instead of just paying rent. And I kick myself for it, because you think about 3,600 a month for 12 months for 5 years. It's a lot of money going into a house.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So
60 times
lessons learned.
3. Oh yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. Because they
Yeah.
usually they station you a maximum of 3 to 5 years per location.
Where were you before?
Kansas City.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's an upgrade.
Yeah, it was pretty nice. Kansas City was an upgrade from the place I went before that. Little town
And
of 3,000.
where do you train out there?
There's a 24-hour fitness here. I just
Nothing. Okay,
yeah,
nothing.
nothing fancy. There's nothing out here, man.
Isn't it
Sad.
like what's close to you?
Um, Pleasanton, Dublin, San Jose's like 40 minutes south of me. Oakland's about 40 minutes north. So
How far is Sacramento?
2 hours, hour and a half.
Yeah,
I mean, there's
marking.
gyms in Sacramento,
Yeah,
but so far away,
yeah, yeah.
Um,
That's not worth the drive. 2 hours
no.
back and forth. That's
What I've been
totally.
bummed out about is I've seen NPC shows in my town I live in, and I didn't even know they were happening until I saw like pictures online. And it just blows my mind because I'm like, I
Ah,
could be there. I could bring my microphone. Like I could just do free interviews for the promoter, but like, it's just, I don't know who to get a hold of or,
look
it's
at the
just,
calendar, man.
yeah. Well, for NPC shows, it's impossible. I'm not talking about pro
Like,
shows.
there's a calendar.
Yeah. I guess you just got to like dig through it, really sift through it.
Just look through look into the calendar like every few months. Sometimes there's some updated shows, and look for the promoters in your area. Then you
Mhm.
just have to go through their online presence. So there's like, for example, we have muscle contests here.
Yeah. A
You go
lot
to
of those.
musclecontest.com, and then you see all the shows that's going to be there. So if you know the promoters up at where you are, you just have those, I don't know, 3 websites. You
Yep.
just check it. You,
Mm.
you won't miss it. Or you just link up with someone who's a coach in your area or someone.
Yeah.
They will always
Yeah.
know.
I've been looking.
Yeah.
I've ran into a couple pros so far, but um, no men's open, no, no one, no one you've heard of. So it's a struggle, but it's still fun. That's what's great about online is, you can reach out and talk to anyone.
Yeah, that's really good. That's like that's the one good thing about this whole crap in the
Yep.
last 2 years.
Yep.
Yeah,
But yeah, my
yeah,
presence online has grown, massively just because that's all you can do is just online stuff.
yeah,
It's been good.
yeah. I liked your analysis of the
Yeah.
shows. Yeah, yeah. I think that I texted you right away when I saw the first one. I'm like, oh, this guy has a good eye, because there's a lot of guys. There's a few guys. This Marks Max Muscle. I'm gonna attack now.
Oh yeah.
It's like, dude. It's like sometimes like, what the hell are you looking at? Like
Yeah.
it's like he sometimes he's like even saying the opposite when he compares two people. I'm like his back is better than his. It's like, dude, it's like the exact opposite. And
Hmm.
sometimes it's like really off. Not all the time. Like sometimes
Yeah.
I totally agree, but like when I watched the last few times, I'm like,
Yeah.
what's wrong?
I
What's
mean,
wrong? Like,
I
and
love Mark. He's
it
awesome,
ref,
but
it reflects
sometimes
in
you
the
get confused.
comments. It reflects in the comments. Like
Oh yeah.
when I think I disagree with him, I look in the comments if I might be blind.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, yeah. So yeah,
Yeah. You also got to think how many
it's
videos that guy puts out. He puts out like
great.
3 videos
I
a
love,
day or something.
yeah, I love the idea of those comparisons.
Oh yeah,
Also,
he's like
like,
the king. He's like the king of
yeah,
comparisons.
yeah, but also just like, let's say Frank Zane against Breon Ansley,
Yeah.
whatever, it's
You
kind of
you would
fun.
never think about that, but
Yeah,
it's fun to be able to like really look at it, and then Mark does a good job at like making sure the sizing is correct. I always
yeah,
forget that, and everyone always roasts me in the comments. The
yeah.
few
That's
times I
true.
do episodes on the comparison series, they'll be like, Hadi Chupin is 2 inches taller than this person. I'm like, okay, my bad. I'm sorry.
That was so surprising. I always think I'm small,
Yeah.
and then I just saw that one comparison picture in the front, like, relaxed lineup. I'm like, dude, they look like my kids. Like
Yeah.
these two short guys,
Wow.
Batista and Quen Chen Young.
Uh-huh.
I hope I pronounce it right.
You'll be all right.
Like
Yeah.
like they like, I'm like just way taller,
Wow.
but they just like, they could hide behind me. You don't see anything.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but it was kind of cool, like, because I always think like, oh God, you're so skinny. You're so
Uh-huh.
skinny. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, oh damn, he's looking good. I'm
Yeah.
like, how the hell am I going to compete against those guys? And then you see the comparison, and then you see it like, what? That's me?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
Well,
crazy.
yeah, you,
Uh,
you surprise yourself. I always
yeah,
consider myself a small guy, but I'm 6'2". So when eventually someday when I stand next to you guys, it's gonna be fun.
yeah,
Like if I get to stand next to like Derek Lunsford or something, I don't know, or Nick Walker, like be able to like be taller than him, but then just like seeing just how wide they are. Uh, I can't wait.
Derek's Derek's nuts. His legs are so huge.
Yeah.
If you see him in person and you see his legs, you're like, what?
Mhm.
It's insane, dude. He has like twice my legs. Like it has as if I have 4 legs.
Uh,
It's and they're in shape. They're like shredded. And I'm like, dude, like that must be hard to walk.
mhm. Oh, imagine how many pairs of jeans he goes through with all the chafing.
Maybe he gets them all from gas, for free
Yeah,
all the time. I hope so.
probably. I would think
Gas
so.
was probably saving his life. He would have
They
a hard
probably
time
make
getting.
custom ones for him with like the extra cloth lining
Maybe,
on the inside.
maybe. Yeah, that's hard. At least I can get somewhat pants. It's not easy, but I can still get some
Yeah.
at some places. But like a Derek Lunsford,
Good
no,
luck.
no way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, like in America, people get so fat, so you could get. I mean,
Hmm.
stuff like, but then you need a belt because the waistline won't ever fit if your
Yeah.
legs fit.
Yeah. Get a belt, or you'd be surprised how affordable getting things tailored is. I was pretty surprised.
Yeah.
I had a pair of slacks brought in and it was only like $30.
Well,
So
yeah,
yeah.
that's fine.
Yeah.
That's nothing.
For like a
And
really
so,
nice pair of slacks. Yeah.
yeah,
So either that
yeah.
or I've I know I don't want to talk about silly things, but I've been buying nice I guess technically slacks from Costco, and they have this brand. It's so nice, and they're like I don't know, they feel like I don't know, like golfer slacks, but they're super nice, and they fit perfectly. Like I've got pretty good sized legs, comparatively. And yeah, they're nice and they're affordable. They're only like $15, which is
Wow, that's
crazy.
nothing. Yeah,
It's nothing. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
yeah. Like that's a cool thing here too. Maybe I should do a video like grocery shopping on a budget in
Bro,
California.
yeah, like do a whole series. Do like a 5-part series where you talk about like shoes and then like the different purposes for your shoes, and then do like I don't know, like outerwear, so like your go-to hoodie brand and sweatpants, and then like different stuff that you think is
Oh,
good in
I
quality.
I get everything from Urban Outfitters
Urban Outfitters.
because they have like almost everything is like not plain, but they have one line where everything's plain and
Mm,
nice fabric. And I don't like all the logos and all that
no.
Metallica or
I
whatever.
only
I
I
just
only
like,
wear
yeah,
blanks. Yeah.
I like plain, neat, like nice fabric
Yep.
and sometimes somewhat washed or so. And they
Okay.
have great stuff and they have oversized stuff too. I
Yep.
just bought an oversized large tank tops, and
Mm.
they're almost too big, and they're
Oh,
in large. I mean, large oversized, but yeah, you can get good stuff there, and
I'll have to
also
look it up.
sometimes really cheap. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They might have. I mean, they're in Southern California, so
Yeah.
I bet there's some stores where you can go to in your
Probably.
area,
You just gotta
and
look for
even
it.
yeah, there's also outlets. I bet not too far from you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just gotta find that stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
I'll have
I
to take a
needed
look.
it. Need an affiliate code now.
Yeah, you do. Yeah. You need a Leo 10 or something.
Hmm. Ah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
yeah. Unfortunately, I am out of time today. You want to plug your sponsors, Blackstone and Trained by
Yeah.
JP.
By the way, that's not my sponsor.
Oh no.
When
You just
no,
like it.
no. But if you guys, this shirt's like super old, like 5 years old or so.
Oh, really?
Uh,
Wow.
that's like my
Still
shirt
looks good.
I wear at home because it's so baggy. I'm like a chill at home,
Yeah. I'll have to
I
send you one of
don't.
these. They're like super soft and comfortable.
Yeah, and there's a nice color. I
And
like.
it's got the
Yeah,
bodybuilding news net on it.
yeah, it looks cool, man.
Thanks.
And
Shameless plug.
so yeah. Oh, not shameless. It's your show, man.
Oh,
So yeah. So yeah, if people want to order at Blackstone stuff, they can actually send me what they want to order and
oh,
text me their email, and I can get them 30% off and swoop some samples in.
nice.
So yeah,
And
that's a pretty good deal.
do you distribute it out of where you're located?
No, no, I I'm gonna send it to a call a center agent, and that way it's always a better deal than if you would go through the online store.
Oh,
So you
gotcha.
just text me what you need, your address and your email, and you get your invoice over email, and
Nice.
then you got it. Yeah, that's gonna be the best. And yeah, samples and 30% all the time.
Wow.
Doesn't get much better. Yeah.
Yeah, 30 cents.
And,
Yeah, I
yeah.
can't even compare with that.
Yeah. And other than that, I have a tap link. It's always under my videos, and I post it everywhere. And there's all my discount codes. Like I have discount codes for oh, screen sharing. Ah, yeah, there you go. Exactly. I have discount codes for everything, like for peptides, for nootropics, their pure raws,
Your
for
cool
fish
watch.
oil, for S Force watches, for DNA tests. That's really cool.
Oh, nice.
There's certain levels. I would at least get the medium level, but you just send in your saliva.
Uh-huh.
They give you everything. You just have to spit in the morning. It's already everything pre-done for you, and then you get your results on an app, and it's so like in detail, like like what supplements you should take, what you be deficient at, how good you
Wow.
recover, how good you react on sugars, and
Yeah.
protein, and like they tell you everything about you. It's nuts. And then there's
Wow.
one even more expensive one, and I think they
Mm.
even tell you something about your ancestors. Yeah.
Wow. That's pretty cool.
And it's not even expensive. It's like $150 and 20% off. So
Yeah.
it's going to be like 120, and you get all these information. If you have a coach, he'll love you for it. Yeah, I mean, you got so many things figured out that you would need some time to figure out with
Yeah.
your coach.
You wouldn't have to pay months and months to your
Yeah,
coach to
you
guess.
know, exactly,
It'd
right
probably
away.
save you money.
Yeah, and allergies and all kinds of things they will tell
Wow.
you. It's really good. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, man. Hopefully we can get you back on soon so we can get you on one of our longer ones.
Yeah, for sure,
But,
always.
but
We
yeah, this
can
was a lot of fun, man.
philosophize a little more about uh, endocrinology or
Ooh.
cognitive behavioral things. Like I'm really good at that. Nootropics,
Oh yeah.
you know,
We'll have to get you and
biohacking,
Tyler on the same Tyler Johnson. We'll have to get both of you
biohacking.
guys on
Yeah,
the same podcast. Yeah.
that'd be cool.
He's
Yeah.
all about the brain stuff too.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
I have formulas down. I just need someone to make
Wow.
them. Like I have
Oh,
really, yeah, yeah.
nice. Huh. Maybe I'll be your guinea pig.
Yeah, I can send you the formula if you don't tell anyone, and you
Yeah,
just buy
absolutely.
everything by itself.
Okay.
But it would be nice to have it in one. And
Yeah.
it's a huge market, and it's good for people that also like are neurodivergent,
Yeah.
depressed. Like it's like I would do a different one for people that are legitimately depressed, because
Mhm.
a lot of people say they're depressed, but they just have a shitty life.
Yeah.
That's not a depression. And depression is when you have depression, but your life's actually good. You have actual depression
Right.
because you have no reason for it. Then you might really be depressed. Like, and then this might be because of dopamine deficiency. But
Mm.
if you just have a bad life and you feel bad because you have a bad life, you're not depressed, because as soon as your life changes, you're not depressed anymore, right?
Right.
So that's not an actual like medical condition, you know.
Mm. Shoot.
There's it's really sad that this term has been, yeah, so wrongfully used
Hijacked.
and abused. Yeah, and it's with
Yeah.
like so many terms nowadays. People use the same term, and there's such a wide spectrum of what they mean by this, that like like everyone's using it, but no one means the same.
Mm.
And then it's hard to debate about things and get solutions. Yeah, we got to be more precise with language overall.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
communication is
Let's
such a key
we will
this day and age.
definitely dig into this more. It's exciting. It sounds
Yeah,
exciting.
yeah.
Heck yeah, man.
I studied philosophy. I had that down too. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, good. Yeah, we'll talk about it. I'll reach out to you right after this. We'll figure out what's a good time for you and Tyler.
Yeah,
That'll be
man,
fun.
cool.
All right, Leo,
Cool, cool,
man.
cool.
Appreciate you coming on.
Yeah, thanks for
Links
having
in the
me. Thanks for
description,
having me.
guys. All of his links in the description, and then mine as well if you guys want to support me. But like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for watching. Definitely consider checking out the different links for Leo and myself and all my affiliate links. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.